Saitith and welcome back to my channel Site According. Today's video to review the Realme X7 Max after using more than 15 days. Yes friends, it's been 15 days of using this Realme X7 Max, and during this time of usage I did have kind of mixed feelings with this Realme X7 Max friends, definitely. So in this video I'll try to cover all the topics whatever I'm going to discuss, or processor, display, camera, battery and charging, connectivity, build quality and software updates. So this is a sequence which I'll be following in every video. So let's see how is the processor and all those things. I'll try to talk in depth friends. So in case if you're a serious buyer who is actually looking to buy this Realme X7 Max, try to please watch till end of the video friends. Don't try to skip any part. I'm trying to say because I will try to mention each and every small disadvantages and advantages, so which you won't even find anywhere else. So make sure to watch till end of the video. And one more thing, this is not any kind of paid promotion or any kind of sponsored video. So you know me, I did buy all the mobile phones by myself with my own money at all. So this is completely unbiased, honest review after using 15 days real-time practical test. Yes friends, this is my after uploading more than I think close to 130 videos, I think so. Yes, 130 videos on this Realme X7 Max. So I did understand a little bit about the Realme X7 Max, but still there's a lot to learn. So let's get started friends without wasting any time. First, let's start with the price. The main reason why a lot of people are looking to buy this Realme X7 Max particularly is because of this Dimensity processor and because of the price. So the Dimensity 1200 processor is like close to performance of the Snapdragon 870 chipset, little bit close to that, but it's not more than Snapdragon 870. That is what perfect friends, because if you want you can watch plenty of my speed test comparison which I did just uploaded on this one, as you can see, comparing with the Snapdragon 870 processors, Mi11X or OnePlus Nord and other devices. So in all the tests the Snapdragon 870 did win the race, but Dimensity 1200 is slightly close to the Snapdragon 870. And this Dimensity 1200 is India's first flagship processor, I do know that, but the another benchmark score which they had mentioned about 7 lakhs is only achievable in the 12GB RAM variant. It's not achievable in the 8GB RAM variant. In the 8GB RAM variant we do get only 6 lakhs 91,000 somewhere around that, and some people they are experiencing really low annual benchmark scores. I think they are getting about close to 6 lakh 40,000 and 30,000. This is my score which I got, as you can clearly see. Let me try to show you the day one. I think these are day one of doing this kind of test. Annual benchmark score, this is a day one test, how much I got, as you can see. 6,84,000 only score I was getting all the time. Even today after the software update 1, the score slightly decreased. So performance little bit got decreased after the update. Yes, that is what I'm going to explain next. So this today morning I did receive the software update in this Realme X7 Max friends, and after the update there are a couple of changes happened. The performance decreased and the temperatures also not increasing high. Yes, temperatures are not increasing high. Before it used to increase up to 45 degrees and 44 degrees during my testing, but right now it's increasing only up to 42 and 43 only, not much. 42 is an average, that is what I'm getting in this phone. So if you want as a proof, you can check the videos which I uploaded just today. Try to watch only today's videos which I uploaded on this phone. You can watch most of the videos I uploaded on the Realme X7 Max, because after the software update there are few changes did happen in this phone, because you need to know all these changes before actually buying the device. So try to check this video, CPU throttling, you can understand clearly what has happened. So this everything whatever I'm trying to talk and trying to say is only applicable for the heavy gamers. So heavy gamers friends, in case if you're a medium to normal to medium kind of gaming, just if you want to play this kind of normal games, then that should not be any kind of problem. But the graphics you cannot expect high quality, because a processor is not that optimized. The game developers, they need to give the update for this kind of games in this processor in the Dimensity, which is completely slow when compared with the Snapdragon 870 chipset. That is what the problem is. If you are not a gamer, absolutely this is a beast for the price. Perfect for the price. If you are a gamer, there's big question mark for that gamers. So definitely I don't advise for the gamers to buy this phone. And one more, not only that, even I'm not unable to play the 120 FPS gaming in this Realme X7 Max. That's completely frustrating. Even after the latest update, I was unable to play with the 120 FPS. Let me just show you friends. This game actually supports the 120 FPS and I'm getting only 60 FPS. As you can clearly see, even after enabling and everything, refresh it and all those things, it doesn't work. I did upload a video on that particular topic. Make sure to check this video, which is 120 FPS gaming. You can find the details. So 15,000 rupees phone POCO X3 was able to play the games properly with the 120 FPS, but this phone doesn't play. And next is the touch sampling rate. Touch sampling rate I'm getting only 360 Hz, as you can see friends. But the company did claim 360 Hz, but in this application 360 Hz minus 120 Hz refresh rate, you do get 240 Hz. So every time in this application you should do in this way, minus the refresh rate and whatever you get the value, That is the actual touch sampling rate. In this phone, I'm getting only 360 Hz. So 360 Hz minus 120 Hz, 240 Hz. So 240 Hz is the touch sampling rate for the Realme X7 Max, but I'm not sure how to enable that 360 Hz. So make sure to comment below in case if you know any other method, but I'm getting only this much, friends. All other smartphones like iQOO 7, Mi11X, they are getting 300 Hz and 360 Hz. Make sure to check those videos which I uploaded on the Epic comparison playlist, where you can find this Epic comparison. Here you can find the comparison touch sampling rate. Whenever you see this kind of blue screen, those videos are the touch sampling rate. Make sure to watch this video. You can clearly understand every other manufacturer company, they are exactly getting as they are climbing, except this Realme X7 Max. So I'm trying to stress much about the processor because this is the main building and fundamental of the smartphone for a lot of other users. That is the reason I'm trying to say all the advantages and disadvantages about this device. For normal user, you should not even think, you should not even bother at all. For the heavy gamers only, all these things, all the problems comes for the heavy gamers. So next, let's move to the next topic, which is a display. So display is also fantastic, friends. No issues till now. There is no green tint issue or pink tint issue or any other tint issues in my device. So make sure to comment in case if you have any of those kind of problems. And 120 Hz refresh rate is perfectly fine. And using this kind of option is also slightly advantage for watching the HDR content as well. That's another good thing. And overall, the display quality is really good. Apart from this not having 360 Hz touch sampling rate, everything was perfectly alright in this phone. No other issues. And 6.4 inches is also compact size. While watching videos, and even the outdoor visibility also really great. 1000 nits of brightness should be completely fine for the outdoor visibility. So in case if you have any other doubts regarding the outdoor visibility, so make sure to check these videos, friends, which are uploaded on the OnePlus Nord versus Realme X7 Max. In terms of the outdoor visibility, you will get a clear idea. So in terms of the display, perfectly good. So I did like the display, no issues at all in terms of the display overall by using the Realme X7 Max. And one more thing, even the wide VLAN L1 is certified in this phone, so you should not be worried about that one as well. As you can see, L1 certified, as you can clearly see, friends. So in the display segment, the only drawback is that a touch sampling rate is not 360 Hz, it's only 120 Hz. So 240 Hz, that is the only drawback. In the processor, the optimization is not great and performance slightly decreased and compromised after the recent software update which I received today. So that is the two problems here. And next, let's move to the camera. So in terms of the camera, friends, we do have the 64 megapixel camera lens, which is quite good, and I did enjoy this kind of using the camera shots in this phone. Overall, I did like the camera, in fact. And in terms of the, let me try to show you a couple of shots. I'll try to compare this phone versus the iQOO 7 device when comparing the front cam and all those shots. So make sure to stay tuned for those interesting comparisons. So here, as you can see, friends, these are the front cam shots which are taken in this phone. So which are perfectly alright in the normal daylight condition as well, as you can clearly see, which looks completely good in both phones. Some people, they did not like the front cam at all, but in my opinion, it's kind of okay, I would say. It's really smooth and a little bit kind of more than the other users. And this is the stabilization test which I'm trying to do while driving on the bike. So there are two smartphones which I'm trying to hold when I'm sitting backside, Realme X7 Max and the iQOO 7 device. The Realme X7 Max doesn't have much stabilization. No, it doesn't have much stabilization. Whereas the other smartphone which I'm trying to use, iQOO 7, has got very good stabilization in this kind of mode. That is what I'm going to upload very soon, this comparison. So make sure to stay tuned for this video. So overall, you can record up to 4K 60 FPS perfectly alright. As you can see, friends, 4K 60 FPS, this is a shot which I have recorded and which looks completely good in terms of the shots. So there is no issues in terms of the 4K 60 FPS. Even the front cam also perfectly alright, no problem. And sometimes the back camera look kind of lot greenish kind of color, and which I did receive the update today, which is fixing the greenish color as well. After the update, I need to do a lot of camera testings as well, so make sure to stay tuned for those videos. So all the not good points in terms of the camera are not having really good stabilization, and next is night mode. It's not good at all. It's actually terrible, I would say, in terms of the night mode. So if you compare this shot versus iQOO 7 shot, it's completely terrible. So this is the same camera shot which I have taken in same condition in both phones. You can see absolutely night and day difference, as you can see, friends, between these both phones. You won't believe me. In front of the live camera only, I took these shots and I showed a lot of other users. So in terms of the night mode, it's not that great in the Realme X7 Max device. So stabilization and the night mode shots are not that good, and the back camera, I think it should be kind of fixed with the recent update in terms of the greenish issue. So next, let's move to the next thing, is the battery and the charging. So in terms of the battery and the charging, the battery backup is quite good. So I did like the battery backup, not much draining. In my experience, I did not have any kind of draining issues. In case if you want to watch more videos, so make sure to always check this epic comparison. There I did the PUBG battery draining comparison as well. That will give you the clear idea what is happening with Realme X7 Max. Make sure to check that video. You'll get a clear idea, friends. Overall battery draining, screen on time, you can get up to 6 to 7 hours of screen on time. Definitely you can get in this phone without any kind of issues. 6 to 7 hours, 120 Hz refresh rate if you're trying to use. And charging time takes about 50 minutes of charging time. That's completely horrible, 50 minutes of time. Even though the phone has got the 50 watts charging, I do know that it is there to prevent the battery for long time usability. That is the reason it's not that good. But definitely, as you can see, 50 watts, 50% in 16 minutes. But in my testing, it took about close to 20 and 19 minutes of time to reach the 50%. Yes, when the phone is in switch off mode. So that's another thing which I thought of mentioning. So in terms of the battery and charging, I'm quite okay, I would say, in terms of the battery and charging. Still, I do have the Realme X2 Pro, which has same 50 watts charging, and the phone can charge, I think, within 29 minutes, 4000 mAh of battery. That's really incredible. The charging speed, even after 2 years of usage, that's really good. So next, let's move to the next thing is the connectivity. In terms of the connectivity also, friends, this phone is really solid in terms of the connection. You do have the Wi-Fi 6 connection as a future-proof option as well. That's another good thing, and which is really requirement for the long-term usability. As you can see, is a Wi-Fi 6 hotspot which you can create. So that's perfectly alright for the future-proof. And you don't need to worry about the 5G bands because there are so much of 5G bands available in this phone than other smartphones. That's also another good advantage in terms of connectivity. 4G plus is also absolutely good. So 4G plus is also really good, friends. I did get really good speeds, but not as great as the OnePlus Nord CE device. Yes, the OnePlus Nord CE, I'm not sure, for some other reason, I did get about close to 100 Mbps of speeds in the OnePlus Nord CE. Try to watch yesterday's videos. You can check this video, Realme X7 Max versus OnePlus Nord CE. Same location, using same SIM card, Geo SIM card, but 100 Mbps in the OnePlus Nord, and in the Realme X7 Max I got about 40 Mbps. That's a quite difference. Even there's another video which I did show you 100 Mbps. So that's in terms of the connectivity, slightly it's good, but OnePlus Nord should be kind of good. But as a 5G connection, this Realme X1 Max is the strongest point. If you are trying to live in the metropolitan city, then you should not be worried. You will get solid signals. In connectivity, I'm giving 5 out of 5. No other issues, friends, like another iQOO phones. So there's no problem with the connectivity. So next, in terms of the build quality is also another biggest strong point for this phone. Yes, I would say, because this phone is really small and compact size, 6.4 inches screen size, and the matte and the gloss is perfectly good for me. I did miss the Milky Way color, but Milky Way color I didn't have, but it was really good having this kind of matte finish color, and I did like this kind of sound. So less fingerprint attraction, that is also another thing, so which is really good in this phone. I did like the overall build quality of the Realme X1 Max, absolutely good. Even the fingerprint scanning is also really faster, as you can see, friends, which is also fantastic in this phone. No other issues, and less weight, 178 grams, so not that heavy at all. So it's perfectly alright, even with the 4500 mAh of battery, still it feels really good. So build quality wise, no problem. 3.5mm jack, that's absolutely beast addition for the future proof option. That's perfect. And there is no expandable slot. That's another thing which I thought of mentioning. And next, the USB Type-C is only 2.0. Why I'm mentioning this thing? Because the OnePlus 9R, which has got USB Type-C 3.1, sorry, which will have really high data transfer rates while using the pen drives and normal SSDs and hard disks. So last topic is the software updates. So this is where I am really confused, because in the past few years I did use a couple of Realme phones. What is happening is that the phone used to be perfectly alright, and there comes the software update, and which screws everything, the battery life, the performance, and you will be unable to play 90 fps and 120 fps. Everything will get messed up. So that is what my past experience with the Realme UIs, particularly with the Realme X2 Pro, Realme X1 Pro, Realme X, and so many Realme phones. I did use Realme Narzo 30 Pro. After using those phones, this is what I did find out: the software update sometimes it can be really messy, and it will, instead of solving the problems, it will create more problems. So that is what sometimes it will happen, friends. In case if you are already a user of the Realme UI, then you should not be worried at all. You will definitely love this UI perfectly. Apart from that, there's no other issues in the software updates. You will definitely receive the software updates even after 2 to 3 years as well. Because right now I do have the Realme X2 Pro. I did receive the Realme X UI 2.0 version in the Realme X2 Pro. So which is really good even after so many years. So let's see, friends, this is the final conclusion of the Realme X1 Max after using 15 days of usage. So within this 15 days of usage, the one thing I can say, this phone is designed for the future, but not for the present. This is one statement I can give you, because At present, the phone is not optimized well for the games. So games are not optimized well for this Dimensity 1200 processor. So maybe in the future, if possible, there are chances that 50 chances are there. If possible, if the game developers, if they update all the graphics to latest highest graphics in this Dimensity 1200 processor, maybe we might get the update. I'm saying all the chances, friends, 50-50. I cannot guarantee you 100%. If you are a gamer, think 100 times before buying the device. Realme X7 Max, yes, absolutely, think so much, because you will see a lot of other reviews, absolutely, but in my testing, I did use practically every day this Realme X7 Max for the past 15 days. Every day I uploaded more than 3 to 4 videos on this Realme X7 Max, and every day I did plenty of gaming tests, benchmark tests, and a lot of other tests, real world tests, eating tests, a mobile hotspot heating test, and a lot of other interesting tests which I did on this phone. After using this much of more time, and trying to say you again and again, gamers will be slightly disappointed with this phone, not because of this Dimensity, because of not optimizing properly. There is nothing wrong with the Realme, there's nothing wrong with this Dimensity processor, but there's something wrong with the optimization. So that's the Realme or the game developer, should they be able to fix it or not, I'm not sure, but this is all our conclusion, friends. So in case if you're a normal user, you can definitely go ahead and buy without any problem. You can definitely buy it, but if you're a gamer, think again. So thank you for watching this video, friends. This is my final conclusion after using the phone for about 15 days of usage, and see you in the next video, friends. Again, I'll be back after maybe 30 days or 25 days if possible. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video, friends. Until then, stay tuned. Bye.